Stop overpaying. Brainy Buyer's head-to-head comparison mean you save. Like what you see? Subscribe and fund the fight for honest reviews.
Stuck choosing between the Sony 28-70mm F3.5-5.6 and the Nikon NIKKOR Z 24-70mm F/4S lens? This decision is all about balancing budget with the advantages of stepping up to Nikon Z series.
The Sony, at around £1, knows pretty compact. How does that lighter weight and smaller size, 3.74x, 2.87x, 2.87 inches, translate to real-world use for someone carrying it all day?
It feels great. Super lightweight, you barely notice it. Imagine shooting all day at a street fair without your shoulder aching. Plus, it's a renewed lens, so you're saving some money and being eco-conscious.
The Nikon definitely subtly looks more robust, weighing in at 1.43 pounds with dimensions of 3.5 x 3.1 x 3.1 inches. I wonder if that added weight is worth it for the build quality and potential image benefits.
It does feel more professional, and Nikon Z users rave about the sharpness. But let's dive into the specs and see if the image quality justifies the higher price point, currently around $515 compared to the Sony's $226. Exactly. Let's talk zoom range, a key factor for versatility. The Sony goes from 28mm to 70mm with a variable aperture of f3.5 to 5.6. That's great for general shooting, portraits, even some closer-up work. But what if you want to capture a sweeping landscape?
The Nikon starts at 24mm with a constant f/4 aperture. That wider angle sneaks fantastic for landscapes and group shots. Plus, that constant aperture means consistent exposure throughout the zoom range, which is great for video.
Good point. What about stabilization? Crucial for sharp images. The Sony has built-in optical steady shot, OSS. This will help with handheld shots, reducing blur, especially at the longer 70mm end.
The Nikon uses the camera's 5-axis dual-detect VR system, promising up to 5 stops of shake correction. That sounds like even better stabilization, especially for video, and it works in conjunction with the in-camera stabilization. But here's where it gets tricky. The price difference is significant. The Sony is considerably cheaper. Is the Nikon's added sharpness, wider angle, and potentially better stabilization worth the extra cost for a renewed version?
The Nikon boasts extreme sharpness across the entire frame, minimizing distortion, thanks to its advanced optical formula. Plus, its close focus distance of under a foot opens up macro-style possibilities. It's like investing in a higher resolution and more versatile experience.
Right? It all boils down to priorities and what you shoot most.
If you want a light